Greetings and welcome everyone to Go Home Dinosaurs. Go Home Dinosaurs just recently came out on Steam and I figured, hey, this game looks absolutely fantastic, let's give it a look. And so far, it's pretty awesome. Now, let's have a look at the options menu as we normally do. Now, the options menu is rather lacking, but it is a casual game, so that's kind of to be expected. However, I am a little bit disappointed that there is no volume slider for the sound settings. That's something that I absolutely love about games. Well, not love, obviously, but it's something that I like in games, to be able to change the volume. And here it's just off, or it's on. That's it. There's no in between. I think the voices are a little too loud in this game, so I would like to turn them down a little bit. Just a little bit, but I can't turn them down a little bit. It's either on or off. There's no in between there, so it's kind of ridiculous. Let's start playing the game. Okay, so this is your level select screen. This is world 1 and this is world 2. There are 3 worlds and I've just finished the first world and it took me about 60 minutes or so. So so there's 3 worlds that would take you about 3 hours to complete. So that's not too bad considering the price tag of only $10. So that's pretty nice. Now, let's get the story out of the way. So let's just watch the quick introduction. That's the entire story. Good job, right? Okay, well, it's not that bad. Basically, you're trying to run a barbecue, and these dinosaurs are coming along, and they're like, yo, we want some of that barbecue, but we're not going to give you any. We just want it all for ourselves, and that's really rude. So, obviously, we're not going to let that happen. We're going to defend it all by ourselves, so we can make the dinosaurs go home. You see what they've done there? Go Home Dinosaurs? It's the name of the title. Now, this game is a tower defense game. Basically, you pick your towers, and then you start it off. Now, it also allows you to try and have like these little bits of puzzles, kind of. And there are these predetermined paths which the enemies follow, and then you have to plan accordingly to where they are going to be placed. Now, certain towers that you have, or these little animal friends, they have different sizes for which they can be placed in. So you can't place like a square in a place that's a square is 4 blocks, and you can't place that in something that only allows 2 blocks to be placed. So you got to plan around that, and that's what this planning stage is for. You look around here, you're like, oh, what can I put here? What can I put here? Oh, I could put that there, and then you go select these cards. Now normally you only have, I believe at this stage, four cards to choose from, but I have 6 since I've finished the first world. So I'm going to select these ones. Now this is the stump gunner. This is the basic one that you start off with, and then actually, I'll get another stump gunner just because they're very cool. And this is the snowflake sentry. This will basically just slow them down, freeze them, and do little bits of damage. This is the gopher defense laser. Gopher defense laser will hit everything in a straight line. So it takes up 4 spots, and then it will attack them. So you see these little squares here? It'll take up 4 squares, and then it'll attack in a straight line. Now there isn't really any way to place them, so we're not going to be selecting them. This little thing right here, whoops. This is the Tesla Zapper. This will just stun them and do a little bit of damage. So that's pretty useful. It'll take up, I believe, 3 spaces down and 1 space across from the middle. So we need to plan it for that. So I believe we could just stick it in the middle here. So I'll put that there. And this, whoops. This is the DJ Goph. Faces in 2 directions. He thinks his music is great. The dinos and most gophers disagree. Now, he will go in the corners of the areas, and that's basically how it works. Now, let's go for this one right here. This is a fireball, which gives you a little something something. We get it from, you can purchase this from the shop, which is an item, and it can only be used once. So, let me show off the shop first, which is where you can get it. So, here's the fireball, which you can purchase. You can, actually, I've already purchased it, so you can't. Now, you can purchase everything in here with coins that you pick up from the game, or in-game from killing enemies, and that's how you do it. Now, now you're probably thinking, well, this looks kind of like an iOS game or something like that, so can you purchase it with real money? And the answer is no. No, you cannot. It's only money that you can, the only stuff you can purchase in here is with the money from in-game, so the coins that they give you. So there's no purchases for that kind of stuff. So let's unequip that. Okay, done. Now let's get this started. So we've selected most of our stuff. Yep. Now on the left-hand side, this will show you all the enemies that are coming to kill you. This is Compy C Compy. There's basically just a lot of them, but they're low on health. This is Tina Triceratops. She's the basic enemy. She has a moderate amount of everything. She's slow, but she's also, you know, just somewhat fast. So she's in between. And this is a guy who's slow but has a lot of health. So yeah, he's got a lot of tough spaces. He's got a very tough defense, so you want to watch out for him. He's a big dude, and I mean, have you seen him? Look at his face. Look, steam is coming out of his nostrils. He's very, very angry. He's Bruno Stegosaurus. So let's get started. Now this is our little character that we play as here. So we have to collect coconuts, and then that will allow us to purchase one of these little things at the top. See, just like that. So after we collect a certain amount of coconuts, we can pick up one of these cards from up here and then place them down. Once we have selected a card and placed it down, that's it. There's no more placing that card down, and that is it. Now you can, in the planning stage, select an infinite amount of any one thing, but you can't. Well, not an infinite amount, but you can select up to the maximum card hold limit that you have. So for me, I can select 6 cards, so I would be able to select 6 cards in total. So now let's quickly pick up some more stuff here. Actually, let me put that card back there and get DJ Gopher like that. There we go, dropping some beats on their ass, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, so make sure to pick up all the coconuts so we can spawn more things. If you've played Plants vs. Zombies, this is pretty much the sunflowers. Or no, the sun in that game. In that game, the sun would give you stuff to spawn things, and that's the same in here. So there we go. Let's also make sure that we're watching out. Okay, let's use this real quick. This is a little power-up that'll power up our little guy and make him do more damage. So let's quickly try and get rid of this guy. There we go. Easy done. And done. Okay, yeah. See all those coins that I just picked up there? Those are used in the shop. So you can spend all those coins in the shop and pick up some items to spend and all that jazz. It's really cool. And something that I really do like about how the coins drop in this game, and it's a very minor detail, but I love it nevertheless, is that you don't have to click to pick them up. You just have to drag your cursor over it. You don't have to go, gotta click them all, because if you did, that would be really annoying, because you move your character by clicking as well, so you'd be clicking all over the place just to try and pick up a coin. But at the same time, you don't want to pick up those coins. Well, you do want to pick up those coins, but you don't want to move your character, so it would be really annoying. So thankfully, you just have to, you know, move your cursor over it. It's much better than having to click, which I like. Okay, let's place another gopher down here. There we go. Place him right there. Try and prevent the Triceratops from getting there. Okay, there we go. So yeah, that was actually a really quick level. Didn't get to explain as much as I would like. Now before we open this, I want to say this is the T-Rex. Oh, sorry. This is the barbecue. The barbecue has your meat on it. And there's dynamite protecting it. Every time a dynamite blows up, one piece of steak is fallen off. So after the first 2 are gone, you only have 1 piece of steak left, and then they will destroy the barbecue, and that's how the game works. It's pretty simple stuff, very straightforward, but actually the further you progress in the game, the more difficult it gets, and it's just, oh, crazy fun times. Okay, all done. And the amount of steak that you have left is basically your score. If you have 2 steaks, well then you're done okay, but you haven't done the best. You want to, if possible, get 3 steaks, and then that's it. So you want to try and get 3 steaks in all of the levels so you can max out your score and stuff like that. Now the game also has boss fights, which is actually really nice, really neato actually. So let's plan for this boss. Let's get some of the gophers. Let's get a musical one. And how about a stunner and the teleportation one? This is a teleportation one, which is really cool. You guys are gonna like that one. It's pretty damn awesome. Not going to lie. Oh, big bad dude here. Okay, so we gotta watch out for him. Now you can rotate your little buildings by right-clicking, and then you can place them down, and then they will go there. So simple as. So now we have this little guy placed down, and he's just dealing damage to the huge boss here. So at the end of each world, there is 1 big boss. So there are 3 bosses in total, so 1 for each world. So that's pretty cool, and the bosses are really tough. They spawn lots of little minions as well. So you want to make sure to watch your back and watch where you're planning and watch what you're spawning. And it's basically you got to be prepared in the planning stage. This is where all of your planning comes into action in this kind of stuff. So you want to make sure that you've got it all planned out. So I don't need to put a gopher here because I've already got this guy to get rid of the little minions. So I can just put them around here. So the game already spawned us a little sentry guy. No, not a sentry guy, sorry. A snowflake sentry, I think he is actually called. So we don't need to place that guy there. So actually in certain levels they will place their own little towers by themselves to help you out. And that's really nice. Helps you out a little bit because if it's otherwise it would be like incredibly difficult in certain times. Okay, let's place another gopher down here. There we go. Now I want to really pick up enough coconuts to show you the teleporter before this guy dies. That would be bad. Does the snowflake sentry guy even do anything against the big boss? I don't think so. Oh, that's a shame. Oh well. So yeah, you just want to place all your towers down and prepare yourself to attack them. So it's a very basic game in terms of tower defenses. It's not going to redefine the genre or anything like that. It's not Half-Life, but it is a funny game. So it's perfectly alright by me. Now, a lot of the characters, when they spawn, they have this funny line they say or something like that. And like I believe the gopher that has the teleporter, no, not the teleporter, sorry, the coconut that shoots at enemies, like this guy here and this guy here, they say stuff like, oh, there's got bogeys on my 6, no, 7, no, 3, and stuff like that, and it's very goofy stuff, so it's quite funny. So, now let's pick up another coconut so I can spawn another gopher down, there we go, put that right there just to help us get rid of him. It looks like I'm not going to be able to show you off how the teleporter works, since I don't think the boss can be teleported. And it looks like none of these big guys are going to be able to make it over here. So that's a shame. I apologize for not being able to show you there. Because you can't pick up your stuff and send it back. Which is actually, well, as of right now. Maybe you can in the later levels. But right now you are unable to replace your current stuff. You can't pick it up, move it around. Once you place it, that's it. And after you place a card, well, after you place a tower, that's it. You can't get it back at all. They don't respawn. They don't regenerate. You can't do anything. Once it's placed, that's it. You have to either... So if you misplace it, then you're pretty much screwed. So you gotta click pause up in the top left and click retry. There are options menu here. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that. Didn't see that. It's just basically the same options menu as it is in the main game, but still, it's nice. Okay, so this boss is pretty much dead. As soon as he walks into our dynamite, he will pretty much blow up. I managed to actually get all 3 stakes saved my first time through, which is neato. Don't think I'll be able to do it again though, so that's a shame. Actually, hold on, I wonder if I could just place it there real quick, come on. Use the electricity. Now this guy right here, he'll stun all these enemies and yeah, he'll stun them and allow them to put into place. Yeah, there we go, he's done. So that boss is all done pretty much. There we go. It's got tons of money from this. Oh my goodness, so much money, yeah. So if you want to farm some money, you want to do the boss fight, I suppose. Alright, 2 stakes only left. So you see, if TNT blows up, then, oh well, you lose 1 piece of stake. And then you, obviously, your final score is lowered. So that's a bit of a shame. Alright, let's continue on.
Dinos!
Oh my goodness, what is going to happen? What's going on? I don't know. Never actually gotten up to here, so let's actually just quit here. Oh look, Todd Rex. Medium speed and very strong, lashes out because he's sensitive about his tiny arms. Alright, so that's pretty much Go Home Dinosaurs. We've just been fighting these dinosaurs because they were trying to eat our barbecue, but we want them to go home. And if you want to know what happens next in the adventures of Go Home Dinosaurs, then you can pick this game up on Steam, and you can purchase it and play it for yourself and find out what happens. Be sure to tell me, though. I'm probably too rubbish to finish this game, so yeah, if you could let me know, that'd be great. And on that note, thank you for sticking around, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it, and GG.